the Super Week, which brings a little bit of drama because it did seem like the middle of the road LEC Soup was a little bit smaller. But now we add the team that normally occupied the basement, and that is Schalke. The miracle run continues. The percentages have increased. We are at now a 9.71% chance of Schalke possibly, somehow, someway, making the LEC postseason. So let's ask the question. How have we even gotten into this situation where Schalke are on a 4-game win streak in the first place? If we are, Emily, to look at the reasons why Schalke have had impressive performances, including against top teams recently in the LEC, where are you pointing to?
I think Schalke, obviously the first thing you have to point to is the, not mid-split. I guess it was pretty much mid-split, but they made a few roster changes, right? And as much as people joke about Gilius as a jungler and have very strong feelings about him, I think that he is a driving factor behind their continued improvement across the back half of the split. So that's the glaring thing. I think another thing is that when we have and I talked about this with Parity previously, I also believe in LEC. When we have so many teams that are really squashed close together, it sometimes does come down to draft and then draft execution. And I feel like Schalke have been weirdly confident in themselves lately. And I don't know if you can necessarily credit Gilius for that. I'm sure someone else on this panel will make a bunch of jokes about God Gilius and how he's going to carry Schalke into playoffs somehow. They do have a pretty rough time ahead of them because they face Mad on the final day. The Fnatic matchup, I actually think that they can win. We'll see though. And then Vitality, sometimes a lot of their games are similar, right? Where I think it really comes down to draft and draft execution. So, but yeah, if I had to pinpoint one thing, I'd say that they're just playing with a lot more confidence in the way that they want to execute. So even if they have a draft that people say is not as good as their opponents, they can stay on top of it enough to execute it well.
So Jacob and Tyler, will get your thoughts on whether you believe Schalke can even make the playoffs in our next segment. I will answer a question in chat. M. Mated said, does Gilius even play anything but Lee Sin? The answer is yes, he does in fact. Gragas is actually his most played champion in his career, but Lee Sin is second.
Well, career, but you have to... Yeah,
this split he has actually. He's played.
Yeah, out of the 3 of the 4 he won, he played Sejuani, Nocturne, and Kha'Zix in the last 3 of the 4 that they've won. So yes, he plays other things than Lee Sin. Lee Sin is just his most recent game.
He's played the most on Lee Sin, but yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it's kind of funny when players get a reputation like that because it happens. It also happens a lot in LPL, and I feel like a lot of people really dislike Lee Sin. Specifically as a pick. I don't know how much of a tangent you want me to go on with this, but
maybe save it for the LPL show.
Yeah, I was gonna say the thing about Lee Sin is that junglers really like to play it. So, and I know a lot of commentators and analysts really hate that. But if you are playing with confidence on champion you like, sometimes go for it.